The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. On the run, it's Owens. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Going up top on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Off the play fake. This time on target. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work.
And it's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They'll decline the... And let the result of that play stand. Offense getting set for 1st down. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. At the 40, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Mertz. The ball squirts free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And you get that sudden change where your defense just forced a turnover. Now you want to be aggressive, go get points, capitalize on the momentum. And you give the ball right back to the defense. Terrible job by this offense. Come on, you got to take advantage of those opportunities.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Power football with the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
They'll immediately call timeout. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Gonna run it. It's Owens. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Floating away. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You're going downfield for the big play." That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mertens. Throws to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Gator!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
To the air on 1st down. Buying some time. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Owens. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Texas A&M 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Dropping back, it's Mertz. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They're bringing heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Right on target this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
3rd and short now from their own 48. A run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, it wasn't a lack of effort by the quarterback there on that design run. He tried to stretch out and get the 1st, just couldn't quite make it.
The Gators are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
He makes a catch. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Getting the extra point blocked soured that touchdown drive just a bit, but they'll line up to kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
On the ground, it's Owens. He breaks a tackle, and he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Looking for a gap. It's Owens. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying play action. Coming after him. I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to line up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Mertz. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Coming out with it, it's Daniels. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Mertz. He's right on target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? The snap sets up to throw. Feeling some heat. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trying to set the tone with the run. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Now, a 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Using his feet, the Gators will keep this drive going.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Wilson. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes his connection. Touchdown, Gators! And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job at making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
To the air, it's Wegman. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Number 12.
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest of the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year, we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Now he's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To throw, it's Mertz. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fast motion from the offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Back to the air one more time. He rifles one deep to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by just 2 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Fires left. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Trying to take it back. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
And the sudden change magnified in this defense as it's 1st and goal.
Let's go! Razor!
Looking to pass. It's Mertz. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go! Hey!
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On the set. Cobra!
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida 43, Texas A&M 14.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line.
Clear!
They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively. Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now.
It leads to
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now 2nd and 10. back to pass, it's Reed. They're trying to get to him. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Down at the 30, and your Florida Gators will take over 1st and 10.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback checking off. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle, up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the 1st down.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Take over 1st and 10.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together, get some good mojo going.
Texas A&M going quickly. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tempo and overdrive. On the run, it's Owens. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. To the air, it's Reed. Getting some heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Gator! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Florida! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is being humbled today. There's no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 28 to Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The give from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the run, now to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. All bottled up, and now the ball is free. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
And of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Now on the option. The pitch. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And I tell you what, I know it's little, when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them. But, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off. And it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mertz. Release to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Tall hill to climb here. 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. Just don't turn that thing over. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
He wants to throw. Escapes trouble. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They move the tight end all over. Looking to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The give on the inside. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. After this, it'll be a wrap. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Reed. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's brought down